I've got a man that is 18-1 in his career with 10 KOs. He's the IBF USBA heavyweight champion. That is Brandon Moore. Brandon, I appreciate you for taking time to come on today, man.
How you doing, man? You forgot the OJ Bam, Brandon OJ Bam more,
Exactly. Yep.
baby.
OJ Bam. Yes, sir.
If you didn't see it, you know who did it, baby.
Absolutely. Well, that's actually the first question I want to get into, man. How did you get that nickname? How'd that come to be?
Well, back in the day, can you hear me well?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, everything's
Cool,
good. Yeah.
cool. Back in the day, when I first started fighting, guys didn't really want to come watch me fight, but I was winning these big tournaments, and guys were asking me what my name was, and I would just tell them I'm Brandon Moore, Brandon Moore.
Right.
And then one day, that was kind of when the OJ Simpson Netflix came out, right? And I was watching it, and during the Netflix, they were like, "Yeah, like not a lot of people saw it, but they know who did it." I'm like, "Yeah, that kind of matches my vibe." You know what I'm saying? So
All right.
it ended up making sense, and I started calling myself OJ Bam because my name is Brandon Alexander Hilton Moore, so Bam. But
Right.
yeah, you feel me? If you didn't see it, you know who did it, and I'm from Florida, fresh orange juice.
All right, I love it, man. Well, let's get into your most recent fight. You're a couple of weeks removed now from a fight in Stanley Wright, where you end up having quite this different situation going down there. Obviously, you have the cut, stops in the 5th round, but you do have a dominant win in that fight overall. Now that you've been able to reflect on it, what's your thoughts on your performance?
Oh man, that's our performance. Honestly, he should have been knocked out in the second round, but
Right.
that was just crazy. But they let him get up, and then in the next round, he headbutted me, which I think was kind of on purpose because he knew he was going to be up out of there. But
Right.
how I rate my performance, really, if I don't get the knockout, it's maybe a D plus. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I thought I looked okay, but next fight, I'm gonna definitely get the next dude up out of there quick.
You talk about the cut aspect. Has that healed up pretty well? Where do you stand with that?
Oh yeah, cup filled up well. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nice.
All right.
I'm still sexy. I still look good. You feel me?
Well, I do have to ask about this component as well. When you look at some of your most recent fights, it seems like you can't seem to have just a normal fight go down because you had the Stanley Wright situation. Obviously, the cut can't get all the rounds in. You probably would have knocked him out if you could have gone on. And
Yeah.
then we talk about whatever the heck happened with Skylar Lacy. Obviously, that was something
Crazy.
wild. So I just want to ask you about this aspect. You have to deal with some of the crazy things that we've seen in boxing this year overall. How have you gone through that aspect?
Really, it's nothing really new. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When I jumped on the scene, like bro, like I'm just really an intelligent boxer, and I take away what most people do well. You know what I'm saying? So if you
Right.
move well, I might bang you. If you don't throw a good jab, my jab's gonna frustrate people. So
Yeah.
what they do is they lunge in and they don't know what to do, but my jab hurts. So I deal with it well. It just shows my how superior I am to these guys, honestly. So it's really a compliment to me because if you watch a majority of my fights, you see something crazy happens because I don't give them any other option. The only option you have is to do something crazy.
Right.
That's it.
Let's hop into the Skylar Lacy fight. As a
Yeah.
boxing fan watching that was something I'd say it probably would go down as one of the funniest. You could also probably one of the worst fights overall. And obviously it wasn't on your fault, but whatever the heck happened on Skylar's component was
Yeah.
wild. But we have to go back before you guys even get in that ring and the stuff happens inside of there. That's the leading up to you have the press conference and you guys getting a little brawl going on right there. What
Yeah.
was that like?
He didn't really like the energy I was giving him. I told him I was gonna beat that ass and fuck him like I was his dad, like he was my wife. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't really like that, and he wanted to get a little frowsy. And he tried to grab me a little bit, but I'm really a big dog. But I'm telling you, I make these guys act out of character. Have you ever seen Skylar Lacy do anything like that?
No.
And because my energy, man, it starts making them, get a little bit of shaky. So that's all it is. That's all it is.
When you're in a ring with a guy that's being deducted point after point for grabbing onto you,
Crazy.
and you're just going through we're not going to talk about the grand finale. We'll get into that after this, but we're just talking about that aspect where you're talking about a guy that obviously doesn't even know what he's doing in the ring right there. He's just grabbing onto you the entire fight. How do you handle that as a boxer?
Well, honestly, I don't know if you watched the fight. You saw the ref take a point away from me first.
Right, that is right. You're right. Yep.
When that happened, I kind of was. Really, I was really baffled at it. But in my training, my coach always tells me stay calm during all the situations. So after that, I knew he had to grab again. I knew it was coming again. So all I tried to do was when he tried to grab, I just tried to lift my hands up and show that I wasn't grabbing because that was pretty much all I could do.
Right.
And they tell you not to even do that type of stuff. They say protect yourself at all times. I'm literally just sitting there trying to show that I'm not the one holding. But bro, like I said before, I expect this stuff from these guys. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy work. This isn't the first time; it won't be the last time.
in that fight, you talk about it like but from the fan perspective, obviously it was a little bit funny watching stuff happening in that ring just because of what he was doing. But
Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit. Can't hear you.
can you hear me now? Am I good?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
All right, perfect. As a fan, when we watched that, some of it was just a little bit entertaining to watch because it was funny in a certain sense because we've never really seen something that drastic in that way.
Yeah.
But for you, I have to imagine being the fighter's shoes. You just went through an entire training camp. You want to go out there and fight. You want to make a statement, and you have this guy that doesn't want to get off. You just keep grabbing you. Was that frustrating to you at all?
Oh yeah, it was frustrating, bro. I mean, definitely. But like in my young boxing career, I've been doing it for 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I take all of these, like, bro. I don't know if you saw the Curtis Harper fight when I got cut, my eye was bloody everywhere. Probably that was probably one of the best fights you ever seen. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy.
Yep.
So I mean, it was frustrating, but bro, I mean, these guys, like at the end of the day, right? Like I tell people all the time, if people get frustrated, people get mad, just get in the ring and fight me. Like we're in the ring fighting. You know what I'm saying? It definitely, like both of those fights, my fight versus Skylar Lacy and Stanley Wright, should have both been stopped, like due to the skill that I have. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on it.
All right, so we're hopping into the final portion of that fight. You guys both go over the ropes. Obviously, you guys crashed into everything. We've seen, obviously, you have the Ben Whitaker, Liam Cameron situation. This one was different because I felt like that was just bound to happen because it just kept happening over and over again. But what was that entire situation going over the ring, getting back in the ring? He's disqualified. What was going through your mind at that point in time?
Man, I've been waiting for you to ask me that question. Skylar is a fucking bitch. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Like, he knew that asshole was coming, and he dove into me. Now, when it was happening, I don't know if you saw that part when the cameraman flew off the top rope too.
Yep, yeah, he did.
That happened as well. But when I got out the ring, like when I went through the ropes, like bro, it was really a surreal moment. I'm laying down on my back, I'm looking up in the sky. I'm like, damn. I'm like, bro, there's thousands of people in the arena. I'm kind of like, I didn't know what happened. But here's something that I learned. Always go to the rules meeting. I didn't go to the rules meeting, and Skylar did, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm laying there looking up at him. He's looking at me, and like I was like, it was some like horrific romantic movie type shit. And he so all of a sudden I'm looking at him, and he's like, he can't move, and I'm like, what are you talking about? You're on top of me. But I didn't know the rules. I didn't know what to do. All of a sudden I hear my coach yelling, Brandon, get your ass up. It's a 15 seconds though. They're gonna disqualify you. So when I heard that, I immediately like pushed them off of me because I didn't know. If I had went to the rules meeting, I would have known that. Always go to the rules meeting. Did that, but I was able to get out because I knew he was buying time. Once I heard that, I knew he was buying time. He knew he was going to get beat. So I was able to get that win. Secure the bag.
Hopefully that nothing even anywhere near that ever happens again. But as you said, when you did just sit down, you're laying down, I should say, and you're just looking up at the sky at that point in time. When you realize that, looking back at that, like what was going through your mind at that original moment? Like, when you're sitting there laying your back, I'm sure that never was in your plans whatsoever. What's the first thing that went through your mind?
Bro, like, honestly, everything was blacked out, I guess. So I was looking at him like, man, I said I was gonna fuck him, but he's on top right now. Like, that's what I was like, damn. But really, I was just in amazement, bro. Like, you think about it more after the fight. So, but after the fight, after it had happened, and I see myself on ESPN and everybody talking, like, God, Lee. It was a really a crazy experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always refer my like boxing experiences to like where I grew up and how I grew up. And one of the things that I always like watched as a kid was, because I didn't grow up in the normal boxing family. I kind of picked up boxing late. So it was one of those Rocky, Apollo Creed vibes, you know what I'm saying? Blood everywhere. Rocky telling him to come hit me. I was kind of like, damn, I'm really in a like movie right now. The motherfucker just jumped on me and threw me out the ring.
So you kind of hinted a little bit at what I was going to ask you next, but that is after things settle down, you obviously get the victory. He's disqualified. The whole thing happens. You're back in your locker room. You're chilling. Maybe it takes until later that night. You're at the hotel or whatever. Yeah. When you start to reflect on that, you start seeing on ESPN, you start seeing all the clips pop up everywhere, and you can reflect on the fight. Then what was your thoughts?
Hey, all publicity is good publicity, baby.
Right.
That's really what I was thinking. Now, on my boxing aspect of it, I was pissed it ended like that because I really wanted to give him a crazy knock. I wanted to knock him out crazy. That was the plan. But when I watched it, like, and I saw the real, like, when I watched the replay, it looked like I flew up the ring crazy. Like, it looked like I fell pretty bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, watching it, it definitely, I was like, dang, that's crazy. But like, bro, I'm trying to tell you, like, even my next fight, I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's gonna be probably some either I'm gonna get a highlight reel knockout, or the dude's going to do something crazy because he's losing and try to, and then he's gonna get knocked out. It's gonna be one
Right.
of the two.
Now, I feel like if you guys were to somehow continue that fight, just because the way he was fighting you, grabbing on you, I don't know if a knockout could have happened, but what do you think would have happened? Like, what would have possibly happened if you guys still had to finish out that fight?
Bro, highlight reel knockout with the left hook. I'm
All right.
telling you, I had told my coach the round that he pushed me at the round. I said, bro, I'm gonna come knock him out this round. And I had a minute left, and the left uppercut was right there. The lead left uppercut, right hand behind it, left hook was
Right.
right there. So that was really like that was what he had open. But you know how it goes, man. Like these guys, I'm telling you, like you see how that dude looks. Like you knew it was gonna be something crazy when you see how he looked. I was like, God, his breath was kind of funky, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, wild memory to have. Wild memory to have.
Absolutely, man. Well, I want people to get to know your story a little bit more because you've had quite the journey. As you said, you haven't been boxing your whole life. It's something that came into your life in the past decade overall. And so I
Yeah.
want people to get to know you and how you got to this place. First and foremost, growing up out there in Florida, Lakeland to be specific, what was it like?
Man, competition every day.
Right.
Competition every day. Like I mean, like I told you, like I've been killing this boxing since I started. I won my first fight, won a belt in my first tournament, and I've
Mm-hmm.
been killing it. But Lakeland's a place that you got to prove yourself every single day. It's not one of those places that just because you say you box, they're gonna back you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So being in Lakeland, I mean, it's tough, especially as an athlete. Like you got to prove yourself every day. Like even the guy that's not as good, you got to prove to him every day. You got to show me every single day that you're the best or that you are who you say you are. So,
Mm-hmm.
I played basketball and at a high level as well. I mean, high school, college, played the Final Four.
Mm-hmm.
Did my thing like that. But I mean, I grew up from a big soccer background. My dad played for his national team. My brother plays for the U.S. national team. I have
Right.
another brother that plays in Spain. So, I mean, I come from, just the bloodline. That's what it is.
That's exactly what I want to talk to you about next is your family. 6 of you brothers all went on to play collegiately or in the pros. That's something that we don't see a lot of. You're talking about having that high success rate. That's incredible to look back at it.
Yeah.
What was it like waking up every single day with fellow siblings that were striving to be great at maybe different sports, whatever it was, but still striving to be great at a sport?
Bro, we were unreal. Like in my house right now, I mean, if I look to the right, there's a ping pong table up right now because we would have been professional athletes at whatever sport we just decided to do. Because like I'm an Olympic level ping pong player. I mean, I played volleyball a little bit. I played basketball. Played soccer. You know what I'm saying? So growing up with like continuous competition all the time, like none of my brothers, like if I ask them right now, could you beat me in boxing? They'd be like, I'll beat your ass type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Like we've always been competitive, always been that type of family. But all in love too, though, and a lot
Right.
of shit talking. But when it's 6 dudes in the house and you betting your meal, like I bet your plate that I'll beat you on 1-on-1. Damn, like you feel me? That's a crazy life.
When you look back at that, how much did that kind of the overall competitive nature, how much did that help shape and make you into the man that you are today?
That everybody that steps in front of me, I'm trying to beat that ass.
Mm,
Like losing isn't even an option, like really. Like I know
right.
I've had some hiccups in my career or whatnot, but like we take it serious. Like from my diet, from just everything is taken serious. Like growing up like that, like all my brothers are professional athletes, not by luck. Like they all do the things that it takes to be a professional. You know what I'm saying? Like being a professional athlete is honestly a skill. Like the professional part, learning how to
Yeah.
speak, how to do things, how to what I'm saying, how to articulate yourself. So yeah.
When you talk about that aspect, you have to look back at your parents. Obviously, that's been a huge component because that's a massive success rate. And a lot of parents would love to have one child become successful and play D1 or collegially or whatever it is. All 6 of you guys do it. What was the impact and how much of a role did they have in shaping you and the family as a whole?
Oh, extremely, man, extremely. They are extreme competitors themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My dad, played for his national team, so he was already a professional. He was one of the first players from Trinidad and Tobago to make it out of the country and play at a high level in the United States and in England.
Mm.
And then my mom, you know what I'm saying? She's just a go-getter, hustler from the beginning of time. Like, she raised us, and I mean, she did a good job. I mean, we living good, so.
Right.
Like my parents are humongous impact in my life. Honestly, man, my mom's a dog. My dad's a dog. My mom's more of a dog than my dad. Honestly,
All
so
right.
it's really like, I mean, it's really like from all ends.
You don't turn pro until you're 23 years old. But when you were doing basketball and all those different things throughout college, but did boxing ever cross your mind? Like, if I would have told you you're going to become a pro boxer back when you were, 17, 18, 19 years old, was that ever, would that have been shocking to you, I guess I should say?
Yeah, it would have been shocking to me for sure.
Okay.
Like I knew. Like my thing was like I always knew that it was cool to do, but and now that I'm like an actual professional boxer and I
Yeah.
know what I'm doing, like the shit is honestly crazy that I do this shit, honestly.
Right.
But if you had asked me back then, yeah, I would be surprised. But when I was trying to find it, it was really, I was really just, trying to lose weight. I was 320 pounds, I think, at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just trying to lose some weight. But as a competitor growing up in my household, once you find a coach that really wants to coach you, like it's really, now you figured it out. That's all you really needed. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as I keep showing up every day, it's going to be easy work. And that's kind of what happened. My coach told me if I show up on Tuesday and Friday morning for morning workouts, my gym membership will be free. And that's how it started. I got in really good shape. I lost 100 pounds, got to 200, fought in the Olympic qualifiers at 200, beat a lot of top guys. So,
Right.
yeah.
When you started playing basketball, obviously you did that for 4 years. I have to ask you about that component. What was your career like? What was it like playing basketball at a high level?
Oh, man. So, played basketball. My first 2 years played at Southeastern University.
Right.
Those years were the years that made me. And I mean, I was freshman of the year, my freshman year. I learned from one of my like one of the greatest leaders I've ever been in front of, Dwayne T.O. Johnson. He taught me like just how it's about working hard. Anything that you do, it's about just taking it to that level at all times. Like even though what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta do it every single day. The days you don't want to do it, that's the day that you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Southeastern was a movie, man. I was fresh out of the house. I was ready to live my life. I was already on that competitive scale, so I mean, I was wilding out, being a kid. Being a kid, I
Mm-hmm.
ended up, making it to the Final Four 1 year at Southeastern University, and then I transferred to Cardinal Stritch in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I played basketball there my last 2 years. Graduated with my accounting and finance degree because, like, if you can hear it, it's winning in everything, not just winning in sports. Like you go to class, you win. Like you go to sleep, you win. Like everything is a winning mentality at all times. So
Mm.
that's kind of like that's how basketball in college went for me, really.
In terms of the transition, I know there was a little bit of gap in time there, but when you talk about the things you learned, the footwork, the different fundamental aspects of basketball, would you say that helped or benefited you in any way as you made the transition later on into boxing?
100,000%.
Okay.
That's really why I'm the like one of the best boxers in the world right now
Mm.
because of my basketball intellect. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, basketball is a continuous sport where you have to run up and down. You know what I'm saying? The jab step, the pulling up for a jump shot, the hours in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine basketball, you got to have a hoop, a basketball, and nobody rebounds for you. You know what I'm saying? That's really, really hard to do. And then when I started going to the boxing gym, I was like, damn, the bag don't run away from you. And
Yep.
and you know what I'm saying? Like in basketball, like it would be hours and hours in the gym. Well, like hours, it just translated, just be hours and hours in the gym and boxing and see what happens. And this
Mm.
was and honestly, boxing was a big see what happens thing. You know what I'm saying? I just
Right.
implemented all of the things that I had in basketball into boxing, and I did, and I made sure like I did it all the right way. I went to, how many tournaments I went to, drove hours to go to the tournament, and people knew I was coming, they didn't show up, and I had to, and I started going to national tournaments. I won Florida Golden Gloves, like. I mean, the transition was crazy, man. But like I tell people all the time, I say this in my podcast as well. I'm like, prepare for the transition in life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
life is a transition. Like I probably won't be boxing forever. I'll probably go down as one of the greatest boxers to ever do it, maybe. But
Mm.
like prepare for the transition so that when it happens, the transition doesn't kill you. Because going from being a professional athlete to then becoming something else, you got to be a professional something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Another aspect I want to get into about with you is that obviously as you then make a transition into accounting at that point in time, also flight attendant for a little bit. When you talk about that aspect, what led you to that decision? Why did you decide to go pursue those two outlets?
Okay, so accounting, I got my degree in it. I've always been a numbers guy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and a matter of fact, let me give you the numbers on boxing. Right, this
Mm-hmm.
is why I chose boxing to go into as a professional sport. The
Okay.
numbers in boxing says that there are no confederations that govern it. So there is no NBA, there is no MLB, There is no, NFL. All those things. Those aren't around. So really, if you work hard enough and the right guy sees you and believes in you, then you got a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that was my take on it because I had the background and boxing. I mean, and accounting knowledge. I was like, these numbers make sense for me to at least try to go pro. And
Okay.
then if you get in the ring, like what I do with a lot of these guys is like I count their punch count and then I test it out. Like I'll be like, okay, they throw 100 punches around. There's a 10-round fight. I mean, 100 punches a fight, a 10-round fight. They throw 10 punches around. So if they throw 10 punches around, that means I try to speed them up. I make them throw 15, 20 punches around. And then I see what's in their tank on the last few rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But so that's how my accounting degree kind of developed into boxing. But flight attendant, I grew up. My dad worked for Delta Airlines, so me and my six brothers, bro, we were across the world all the time. Went to South Africa, we're in Spain, we're in Tenerife, like traveling around, and that's kind of the life that I wanted for me and my family type thing. So, I mean, I went to Delta. I got a Delta job, started working, flying around the world, doing that, and I mean, that was kind of when I started getting big. You know what I'm saying? Started getting a little chunky.
All
But
right.
I was living the high life for real. But it was fun. Yeah.
All right, so things kind of settle it down for yourself then at that point in time. You're being the flight attendant, and then I've read the story about yourself. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you were up to about 320 pounds. Your dad sat you down and talked to you about stuff right now, saying, hey, you got to get back in shape, those type of things. And all of a sudden, you get into boxing. Walk us through that transition. What led you to say, you know what, first and foremost, I want to get myself back in shape?
Okay. So when you just said like he's like you talked to your dad and your dad said this and that, like you're making it seem like it was like that kind of conversation. It really wasn't. Like that intense
Okay.
look that your dad give you, and
Right.
I was there and I'm like, oh my god, every time this man see me, because all my brothers are pretty much in shape. So to be like I'm the silly duck kind of standing out, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
So he was like, bro, he's like, listen, you need to go and drop this weight. You know, make sure that you take care of yourself. And so like, and his words hold a lot of weight for me. You get what I'm saying? I make
right.
sure I take his stuff very serious. So, and my dad, like I told you, he played for the Trinidad and Tobago national team. So he's a bit crazy to like as an athlete, like you know what I'm saying? Like he's nuts. So
Mm,
like so then me going to find a boxing gym when I found it, like I called my coach, and mind you, my coach at the time, he has the same birthday as my dad. So,
mm.
but he's just as crazy as him. Doesn't care about nothing, and all he cares about is winning. And that's the only people. That's the only people I like to be around. If you're not trying to win, that's all I'm. Then really, we can't be friends if you're not trying to win in whatever it is that you're doing. Like me
Right.
and you get along because you're winning right now. You're working on yourself. You're doing your podcast. You're doing your thing. Most people like to sit on their ass and not take the little step.
Right.
But yeah, man. So the transition into boxing, man, that was the big transition into it. Like my dad's words telling me, "Yo, you need to get in shape." Then I went to the gym, Winter Haven Boxing, and I had to train for 2 weeks straight before I could go spar. Which that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to see if I knew how to fight. So I
Right.
walked into the gym week 2, and I get in the ring with a guy named Tracy Smith. He was probably like 40 at the time. I'm 23,
Okay.
24. And I'm in there and I'm like, I'm younger than him. And I know I'm at least in a good enough shape. I was actually good enough shape. I was a college athlete. So I go in there and I start sparring him. And man, it was 3 rounds of hell. And he beat my ass, you know what I'm saying? So and when I got out the ring, I thought I got knocked out. I told coach, I was like, man, I can't believe I got knocked out for the first time. And you didn't get knocked out. You stayed on your feet the whole time. I'm proud of you. Good job. So when I was driving home that day, I was thinking in my mind, I'm like, man, this dude's 40 years old. I'm 23, 24 years old, and I got my ass beat. Like, how does a grown how's an old man beat a young man like this? So that was the drive. That was that competitiveness. You know what I'm saying? That was me and my brothers. I'm like, God, I got to get better. Got to get better. And I remember thinking in the gym, like when guys used to throw punches at me, like when will I be comfortable seeing these punches come and just make them miss? But like now, 7 years later, I'm a lot more comfortable with it. Like that's where I'm comfortable at, really, in the eye of the storm.
If I were to know you at that point in time, and I said, Brandon, in 7 years, you're going to be 18-1, 10 KOs. You're going to be the IBF USBA heavyweight champion. Your reaction would be what?
Oh, I know, bro. I put this on everything. I knew this was gonna happen.
Okay.
All my friends, I was telling them, I was like, yo, like, bro, because if you know my friends and if you knew them or whatnot, they would tell you anything that I get into, I go extremely hard at it. Like I'm gonna be great at it. Whatever I choose to do. I'm gonna be great at it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So but so yeah, man. I remember running the lake. I was running 3 miles, and I was saying like, man, I think I can be as good as Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. Look at me now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I mean, they're on their way out, and I'm on my way in. You know what I'm saying? They're about to call me for a big fight, and I'm about to win in a dramatic way.
All right. Well, let's hop into your career then, because you progress rapidly. You're 7 years into this. You're already at the position you're at today. That's remarkable, especially when you talk about boxers. So many of them have been doing this from the time they're young. Obviously, there are some like yourself. We know Deontay Wilder started later on in his career.
And I beat people's ass that have been boxing there 15, 20 years. I just came into the sport just on some play shit, and I'm busting that ass. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite part about it. That's honestly why I think they go crazy, because they know I've only been boxing for 7 years, and I be looking at them like, "What you gonna do, bitch? You can't do nothing. All I'm doing is beating your ass."
So I have to ask then, how did you do this? How in 7 years have you gone from never boxing to where you're at today?
Bro, I mean, now I understand I'm a little bit different, but now that I'm feeling myself, bro, like, bro, I'm really just bro, anything I do, literally anything that I do, I'm gonna be great at it. Like, I mean, it's really proven. Like, it's not like I've just done it in only athletics. Like, I've done it in academics. I've done it in, ping pong. I've done it in like being a dad. Like anything that I do it at the highest level. If I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, I know we talked about basketball earlier on, but I do have to ask this question. I'm someone that always believes that, everything happens for a reason, that eventually things will work out, and you talk about the benefit of basketball. But let's say, had you been a part of boxing all the way back in your high school days, and you've been doing this whole time, would you be in a better position now, or do you feel like everything that's happened for a reason to get you where you're at?
Honestly, I don't think. Honestly, I think that I wouldn't still be boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because at a certain point, right, even with basketball, right, it was like I was just good. I knew I was good. I knew what I could do, and it got boring. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So now, like coming into a new sport, bro, this shit is amazing every day. Like, imagine every single day is something new. It's not something that I had already been through years before. It's like, damn, okay, I got to make sure I have to use the basketball knowledge that I have to get through these problems of today. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I love it though, man, because I'm able to use my critical thinking skills at all times. Like being able to transition into another sport and use those battles from another sport to be able to guide your path. That's really how I did it, bro. Like I played basketball at a high level, and I just took those same principles and applied them to boxing, and it worked.
You've done both at a high level. If you could pick the hardest one between the two sports, which one is it?
Well, boxing's the hardest sport alive.
Okay. Agreed.
Alive. Like that's another thing, right? I chose the hardest thing to do, knowing that it was the hardest thing to do, and knowing that the people that do it are freaking crazy. Like you feel me? I used to be like a super normal person, but now I'm an animal. You know what I'm saying? And then you talk about how am I able to do it? It's an intellectual thing. It's being able like to switch it on, switch it off. That's something of intellect. You can't always have it on. You can't always have it off. You got to be able to play your role at all times.
All right, so this is not necessarily about your career, but when we look at boxing as a whole, and I want to specifically zone in on the heavyweight division, there has been a lot of a bigger drought, I should say, in terms of American heavyweights. Obviously, other countries still have their guys. Right now, I feel like we are seeing a large shift in the amount of up-and-coming young prospects in boxing at the heavyweight division. Obviously, I do attribute a lot to that to basketball and the NFL, obviously NBA and NFL and football, basketball and NBA.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there is a drought? Is there a problem right now with the heavyweight division from an American standpoint?
Yes, because the support really isn't there.
Yeah.
Like guys really want to box, but like real life is real. You know what I'm saying? Like if we have to support like the NBA had, the NFL had, like, and I can give you in tiers, right? So in the NFL, right? The NFL they give you everything, but in college they also help you. In high school they also help you. They also help you in middle school. They help you get to the next level. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
In boxing, it's really all on you. And then at 18, you go pro. Like who's helping you? Like what if you don't have access to a good coach? What if you don't have access to these different type of things? Because the only thing that allowed me really to get this far as well is because, like I know how life works. Like you got to be able to have side hustles. I used to cut grass and box at the same time. Like have a whole landscaping company in the hot sun of Florida, and then and go to the gym later on that night. And some people have that will, some people don't have that will. But you know what I'm saying? But if guys were able to be helped to be able to be boxers in the United States, They would, because if you look at Lomachenko, Usyk, Anthony Joshua, these guys are being backed by their entire country.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like, why? Like, you know what the United States is backing? They're backing the basketballs and the NFL guys. That's what they're backing. And
Hmm.
I'm trying to pave the way for these new guys.
When I look at it, I feel like we could see it even get worse overall from a standpoint because of NIL. When we talk about the NIL aspect that you talked about, guys are making millions of dollars now in college. Even some guys can make endorsement deals up in high school.
Correct.
Nobody's making that kind of money. And some guys aren't even making any money all the way in the younger amateur careers, early portion of their careers. Do you feel like it could get even worse now in the future for American heavyweights?
Honestly, I'm seeing a big shift.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of new heavyweights come onto the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, I mean, not praise myself, but they're taking my route, bro. Forget this amateur stuff and let's go pro.
Right.
And I mean, a lot of guys are getting fights like Joshua Edwards,
I
Price
like them.
Taylor. These are
Yep.
guys coming up, and they're the big up and coming. I'm looking, I'm like, dang, like I'm 17, I'm 18-1, right? And they're like, it's gonna take them a while to be 18-1,
Yeah.
but they're the next generation behind me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. All right, well, let's hop back into your career then. You signed with Top Rank then after a little couple years into your career. Take us to
Yeah.
that decision. Why'd you go Top Rank at that point?
So I went Top Rank because, mind you, right, I'm a fairly new boxing guy on the scene, right? I don't know how
Yeah.
boxing works. I just, I trust the guys that were around me, and that's just what it was. So Top Rank comes into the picture, and they painted me a fairy tale picture. You know what I'm saying? And not having any back prior knowledge on the sport, I just took it. Mind you, at the moment in time, it looked like a great deal, and it
Okay.
was a great deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything went well, but that's their vision for me isn't what my new promoter's vision for me is.
Gotcha.
And now that I have a promoter working with me and not setting me up for something crazy, like, I feel great.
You just said setting you up for something crazy. I'm assuming that could be obviously Richard Torres Jr. fight. Obviously, I was there, one of the young prize, up and coming heavyweight guys. Is that
Yeah,
more what you're referring to in the setting up component?
definitely, man. That's
Right.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Makes
Like,
sense.
mind you, right? Like, Richard's a great fighter.
Yeah.
Richard, he won the fight and all this, but like, I didn't know. First of all, I didn't know how the game of boxing works. I got COVID a few 3 or 4 weeks before, and I didn't know I could just call out of the fight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I could be like take. And I'm a man anyway. I don't even know if I would have called out of the fight. I probably would have still wanted to fight him because I had they had me signed to fight in Miami in my home state. You know what I'm saying,
Okay.
to fight there, and they offered me to fight with Richard Torres. And like, on the first ask, like, I didn't even negotiate the price. I said yeah, because I really thought I could beat him. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And I know and the crazy part is I know I can beat him, and I'm gonna get that rematch back. As long as I keep winning, he's gonna want my neck, and he can't get
Mhm.
this because I got it. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that was, yeah.
All right, so I have to ask you that was one of my other questions I wanted to ask you. Rich Torres Jr. always has continued to work his way up, had good performance a couple of months ago now. Is that the rematch that you want to make up and redeem your one loss in your career?
Definitely is the rematch I want to make. But listen to me,
Okay.
like, listen when I say this. I think Richard Torres is a great fighter and really a great person, bro, right?
Yeah.
And I think that he has a little bit more experience than me. I think that,
Okay.
but when he fought me, I think he had a little bit more experience than me.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
now that I've had these progression of fights, I feel like I've gotten a lot more. Like, I've gotten a lot more technical with my boxing. I've been training a little bit different. He taught me a lot about the game. I learned from him. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
now, I'm just waiting my time. I'm waiting my time for that opportunity to come about, and I'm gonna see where I'm at. I might not give him the fight. I
All
might
right.
give him the fight, just depending on how it works out for me. It needs to be in my favor. Like, I'm not doing anything else. Like how these top ranked guys, they wanted me. They did that for their favor because that was the guy that they wanted. I didn't even know like that South California was his hometown. You know what I'm saying? And imagine I come into the arena and 80,000 people were screaming for. I'm like, that, bro. But I learned a lot because I'm gonna be in front of a crowd versus 80,000. I'm gonna upset somebody.
Mm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So it's no issue though. I
All right.
mean, hey, listen, hey, I'm talking shit about Top Rank, but listen, they put me out there. I got 3 or 4 wins under their stable, and I
Right.
appreciate them. But at the same time, fuck
All
them.
right. So, one follow-up question I want to have on that aspect right there is you did just obviously talk about the fact that you may not even give them the rematch if that is something down the line. So, if you were to pick anybody right now, that's probably realistic because obviously a world championship probably wouldn't happen, this year or whatever the case may be. But when you talk about person that you really want to make sure you fight, who would that guy be?
So I'm gonna give two people.
Okay.
All right, first person I would love to fight just because we sparred, we had a little riff raff together, and it's gonna happen eventually because the American heavyweight, they're looking for it. The first dude I'm thinking about is Jared Henderson. I need that smoke. I need that fucking smoke. I just don't think he's about what he say he about. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? He's really a kid to me. But that's one of the guys. The next guy that I would love to get in that ring with one day. It's gonna sound crazy, but Bakoli, man, I really think I can knock Bakoli ass out, man. Like I told my promoter that the first day I met him, I was like, Bakoli, Moses Atuama as well. He's a young guy, but look, Moses is really good though. Yeah. Moses is really good. So I mean, I won't take him lightly, but for sure wins Bakoli and for sure win Jared Anderson. Easy word.
All right. Throwing another name out there, he's a guy that's also currently ranked in the, I believe it's IBF for one of them right now, number 15. That's Dante Pettigrew. Is that a guy that would be on your radar?
Dante Pettigrew. I don't know who that is. Can I look him up? Can I see?
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
How do you spell his name?
It's Dontae. I think he just goes by Tay, though, Tae, and then Pettigrew, Pettigrew. I believe he's ranked now. Let me pull it up to make sure I got the right body real quick.
Yes. How do you spell his name again?
Dontae. Pettigrew. And he's actually number 11. And it's the WBA.
Okay. Deonta?
Correct. Yep.
Tae, right?
Correct. Yep.
And then Pettigrew?
Yeah. Pettigrew.
Yeah, it's not popping up on Instagram. He doesn't have an Instagram?
His Instagram's May or something. It's May or something. I thought you were just talking about looking his box rec up.
Okay, I'm gonna look him up right now. I'm gonna look him up on box rec. Let's see what he
sounds good. Yeah, I think it's like May or Tay or so. Yeah, it's May or Tay is his IG.
Pettigrew boxing. Let's see. Well, yeah, I'll fight him for sure. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. I didn't even know who this dude was. I didn't know he existed.
He was on the show actually like 3 weeks ago, and he actually called you out. It's one of the guys he said he wanted to fight.
Oh, he said he wanted to fight me?
Yeah, that was one of the guys. That's why I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Hold up. I didn't hear this.
Oh, for real?
Where did he call? Where did he do this at?
I think I tagged you on the post on IG.
Bro, re-tag me right now. Re-tag me. Mayor, what's his name? You said Mayor what?
Mayor Tay.
Mayor Tay. I think I know who this dude is. I know of him, I think.
Okay.
I think I know of him. Oh, yeah, I think I know of him. And he called me out? He called me out?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me pull up the exact quote real quick. I have it on I guess I didn't post it on IG. I put it on my Twitter, though. I know that.
Bro, ain't no way in hell he said that. Who is this guy? Oh, is he gonna watch this?
I'm not sure if he's gonna watch or not. Yeah, I'm not
tag his ass all up and through. I better tell him I beat his ass. For real. I'm so mad I'm just finding out right now. I don't even know who this dude is.
Yeah, he said you're one of the guys he has on his hit list that he wants to fight.
Nigga, he want to get paid. That's what he want to do. He want to get paid. He can't get paid fighting no.
Oh, yeah, his exact list, he said in the near future he wants Cassius Chanley, Brandon Moore, Rich Torres Jr., and then in the future as well, Michael Hunter, David Adelaide, Philip Hergovich, and Joe Joyce.
Yeah, man, you know what's crazy? Tell him I'll bust his ass.
All right.
That's exactly what I want. I didn't know that's what he wanted, but I'll give it to him if you want that.
All right. Yeah, I was going to say, 'cause that one does make sense because you obviously have this. I mean, there's only a limited amount of guys in your ranking right now in the USA. So I was going to say that's one of the guys that's in there. Like I said, number 11 WBA. So.
Oh, he's number 11 WBA?
Correct. Yeah. I just pulled it up. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, he's number 11 WBA right now.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. Yep. Number 11 WBA right now.
Yeah, cool beans. Let me see what the rankings look like on here real quick. Oh, he right under me. Okay, he probably just looked on BoxRec and seen that he was under me.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no issue, bro. I'll bust his ass. If that's what he want, I'll bust his ass.
All right, sounds good. Because like I said, there's only so many guys you really would make sense in the USA domestically. So I mean, that was one of the guys I was wondering if you knew about him before.
No, never heard of him.
All right. Well, now you do, I guess.
Yeah, so I'll look into him, man. Man, does he have some crazy knockouts? Does he be knocking people out?
He has a couple. He just fought. What was it? I want to say it was April 20 something. He came on right after that, right after he had his fight, and it was a pretty good one there. He's got a kind of similar story in terms of starting a little bit later in boxing too, as well. He's just pretty much similar to you in that sense. He used to be a bodyguard, a security guy for the first little bit, and then he switched over to boxing. I think he was 24 years old actually. He's been doing
Really?
it since 2019, so he has almost the same storyline almost.
He been on your show.
Yeah, he's been on. That's where he did it before. Yeah.
Oh damn, yeah, hell yeah. Let him know. Matter of fact, message his ass right now. I know you got his number. Text him. Be like, Brandon said he want that fucking smoke.
I'll let him know for sure. For sure, I got you. Let me see.
No, text him right now. Yeah, text him right now. Tell him to pop up on the live right now.
All right, let me see what he's doing. He usually has something. He works some kind of club at night right now, so I'm not sure he's gonna be able to do it at night. We had to do it earlier when we did it.
That's what
He does some kind of thing he owns or runs or something. I don't know exactly what it was, but we had to do the show a little bit earlier because of that.
Oh man, man. I don't think this dude has a chance. I'm looking at his physique alone.
All right. Let me pull up real quick.
Yeah, message his ass. I like that. Message his ass. You know what you should message him? You should be like, Brandon said you look like you suck.
I already sent the first text. Let me see. I'll see what he gets back. If he gets back, I'll let you know.
Nah, I feel you. You know, it's all fun and games, but we fighting, so it's personal.
For sure. So yeah, I guess that could possibly be a final line in the future then.
Definitely. Now that I know he wants some smoke.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. I love it, man. Well, let's get back into your story a little bit before. If he gets back to you, I'll let you know then. But let's hop back into this portion. So as we talked about, you have the Rich Torres Jr. fight. That happens. You end up moving on then, and you end up going underneath your current promotion group with Salida. So I want to ask you about that. How did that come to be?
Man, so Salida saw me fight Curtis Harper.
Okay.
And, because of my, I had other people speaking for me that, and there was a deal that came across the table from him years before that I didn't know about. And, after, changing management and taking a little bit more control of my career, I was able to, read these contracts and see the deals on the table. And I was able to say yay or nay. So I had a few deals on the table, and I went to talking to Salida, and he was like, he just kept it real with me. Like he called me, and he was like, hey, Brandon, I think you're a good talent. I think you still need a little bit of work, but I'm willing to help you if you're willing to help yourself. And that's really all I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that just believes in me. I know that he believes in me, and he treats me like he believes in me. So that makes it easy for me to go hard every single day. Like, this is what I do 24 hours a day. I box. That's all I do. I don't do nothing else.
All right. I love it, man. Well, let's hop into your future again. Now we just talked about some guys you'd want to fight. But in terms of your goals, we look at the next, all right, we're midway through now 2025. If we were to say 1 year, year and a half, that'd put us right about heading to 2027. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to get done? Where do you see yourself at that point in time?
So to end off this year, I'm going to probably take another fight. I don't know what caliber of fight it'll be, but I'm going to take another fight. I'm going to look good in it. This is how the timeline I'm hoping. Okay. It's going to be a great fight. Then I'll have a pretty good step up fight, and maybe next year sometime. Mm-hmm. And then that next fight, I'll be fighting a big dog. I could be in there with a Zhang. I could be in there with a David Adelaide. I could be in there with a Joe Joyce. I could be like a top name, but like a B grade type fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Makes sense. Yes. So like someone just rise to the top 10 or something. Then.
Correct. Okay. And then then a world title shot, and I'll be the world title. I'll win the belt. That's what it is going to be.
All right, I like that game plan, man. Well, I got a couple questions before I let you go. One of which is that we are just about almost a little bit under an hour now from Deontay Wilder returning back to the ring and fighting. Boxing, the heavyweight division. How do you see the fight going down?
Knockout.
Right.
Knockout. I've been in the ring with Deontay, and he never hit me flush, but he hit me with his forearm. And the power is real. You know what I'm saying? He can thump. So if that dude, is it a 10-round, 12-round fight?
It's 10. It's not gonna go 10, but it's 10
Yeah,
rounds. Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Probably like in the 6th round, he's gonna probably get lit up.
Yeah.
Deontay looks like he's in great shape. He's an elite
He
fighter. You know what I'm
does.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's gonna be. And I also think that Deontay is going through that learning process as well. Like some of the fights he may not have lost in the amateurs, he's probably taking those losses now, but he's learning. And I think this is gonna be the fight for him to come back. He might want to. You know what's crazy? He might fight this guy, and I might fight a guy, and then me and him might end up fighting.
Right. Could be. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna knock the dude out crazy.
You talk about the one aspect. I'll say this. News just came out officially last night or early morning, I guess, of yesterday, that he is firing Malik Scott. Obviously, part of ways now, I should say, is the way they worded it as. So they have a new trainer now. His mental state looks a lot better, as well as his physique looks great too. And I know I don't want to go out there and say, beating up on the guy who's going to fight today, and Tyler Herndon, it's not like he's officially back kind of situation. But do you feel like there's any chance that he does return to any form of what a world title contender challenger would be like?
I definitely do, bro. Because I'm not trying to like sun Deontay or anything, but I see a lot of I see a lot of myself and a lot of him and me. You know what I mean? I see a lot of me and him type thing.
Okay.
And like the fact that he took a loss to Fury 2 or 3 times. I think 3 times, maybe twice. Then he took that loss to Zhang. That hurts your mental sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that this is going to be him getting his mojo back. And once you get that mojo back, you back. You know what I'm saying? All those losses don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? And all it takes is for you to get that shot, to get in the ring with the right person, and for you to knock him out. And he got the knockout. It's shown. So
yep.
I think he has the opportunity to really do it, man. Like I remember sparring him when he was in that prime, and it was an energy coming off of him. And I think that he's gonna come back to that for sure. I'm a Deontay fan.
Okay, I like that, man. Well, I do have news. He just got back to me on the text. Deontay Pettigrew. Let me see what he says real quick. I'm pulling up real quick. He said, "Nice. Tell him to have his people set it up."
That's all you got to say?
That's what he said right now. Yeah, I didn't see the second part. He said, "I already sent my original text and all that, saying he wants it on." Let me see. Want me to see if I can get him on real quick?
Say it again.
Do you want me to see if I can get him on real quick?
Oh yeah, let's see what he say. Yeah.
Now I have 2 guests that was not originally planned, but we now have Brandon Moore and Tay Pettigrew on the live right now. All right, you guys. So obviously, I know, Tay, you were on here a couple weeks ago. You talked about the fact that you do want to have a potential fight against Brandon Moore. Brandon's on the live right now. I just want to hear you guys' thoughts real quick.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me? Am I in the camera, man? I can't
see. I can definitely hear you.
Am I in the camera, though? I can't see, man. You caught me off guard, man.
You good.
I'm in the camera?
Yeah, you're in the camera. You're good.
Yeah, man. I was real open about what I said on my interview, man. I love to fight Brandon, man. I think that's a good fight for me, man. I seen him in action a couple times, man.
Smoke.
Huh?
So I like that. You want the smoke. I like that.
Man, wait, hold on. We holding belts. I didn't know he was holding belts and stuff, man.
I like it. I
know he was holding belts and stuff, man. I don't feel like you want to get my other ones, but
can I have one? Can I have yours?
No, I'm gonna get yours. We're gonna do it like that.
Good.
We're gonna do it like that, man. I watched you and Skylar, man. I say, man, I was disappointed, man. I was disappointed. You was supposed to handle that, man.
Man, it was supposed to be a bet. Skylar was over there holding and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And listen, but we ain't gotta worry about Skylar because you say you gonna do what Skylar couldn't.
Yeah, he a big scrub though, man. He a big scrub. I ain't coming to hold, man. I'm coming to throw punches, man.
Man, hey, remember that's what you said. Now, remember that's what you said. You're not
I
coming to hold.
Remember, man. He recorded.
All right, I'm making sure.
He recorded, man. Just I know how Top Rank. Let me tell you something, man. I know how Top Rank do. They like to protect the fighters, man. Tell your people, man. Tell Brad Goodman and all those guys, put that shit together, man.
But I'm not even with Top Rank.
He's not Top Rank anymore.
Oh shit! So you make your own decisions now.
Yeah, I'm trying to see you.
Well, shit is easier than ever now. I thought Top Rank was gonna be in the way, but we ain't even
Are you gonna tell me? Are you gonna tell me shit? You want to fight shit? I can get the guys to make it happen.
Well, I'm telling you, clear as day, man. Can you hear me, SchuZ?
I can hear you. Good to go. I hear you. Good. Yeah, everything's live.
I want to fight, man.
You my best friend. I'm gonna make you my best friend after I bust that ass.
I like that. After you get up off the canvas, man, we can be friends, man.
That's real. All right, that's real.
Man. I can fuck with you.
I can fuck with you. You feel me? And you know, I've been to your gym before in Chicago, man. I think I was out there sparring Demetrius Reed, and
Really?
he told me about you. You know what I'm saying? But I never knew you wanted me.
No, see that. Wait, first of all, don't take it
I'm
personal.
gonna serve myself up on a platter just for you.
Don't take it personal, man. I want everybody. You just happen to be. You just happen to be in a way, man.
We selling this fight. I need these niggas to watch this shit.
Yeah, we're going. Hey, look. Hey, guess what? Too though. Hey, Meech, my dog, man. He was in camp with you for a while in Florida, right?
Yeah.
He told me a lot about you too, man, and I ain't impressed.
Hey, man. You know, man. Hey, maybe I'm sorry. Hey, maybe I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say.
I can't see myself. Sure, you gotta see it. Let me know if I'm good, sure.
You good? Yeah, I can see your belt. Yeah, I mean it's a little zoomed in. So we got 3 guys on camera right now, but you good?
Yeah. I ain't impressed, man. So you know, I got some more over that, man.
Don't tell me that.
If I could get up, SchuZ caught me off guard, man. If I could get up right now, I
in the
would.
camera like this.
I can hold him like that too, man. Hey, don't get me wrong. Hey, you do your thing, man. Let me tell you something. I don't got nothing. You do your thing, man. You handle your business.
Yes, sir.
I actually had you picked for the Torres fight. I thought your athleticism was gonna give him trouble, but you let him weigh you down.
Bro, can I? Hey, yo, I'm gonna be real, right? I try. I don't use excuses because he beat me fair and square. But and listen, I didn't know how the boxing game worked. I just came in this bitch and I was like, I'll square up with anybody.
Yeah,
they gave me the Torres fight, and I got COVID, and I didn't know that I could just call out the fight, and that's the only reason I look like that. But I'm okay. Listen. He beat me fair and square. I'll take my ass up like a man. But don't think that's the same Brandon you gonna see.
No, man. I see slight improvements, but don't get me wrong. Look. I got a good deal for you. I got something for you.
Talk to me. I'm trying to hit a deal. Let me hear.
I got a great deal for you. After I whoop you, I'm gonna whoop Brent. I'm gonna whoop Torres for you.
What with me? Hey, you know what's crazy? I know that they offered you the Torres fight already.
I took the Torres fight. They turned it down.
Okay.
I took the Torres fight. They said no. What's y'all guy named UB from Top Rank? UB, you heard of UB, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He sent me the Torres fight. We signed on the first day. They got back to us and said no.
You a real nigga, then I can fuck with that.
Hey man, only one way to be.
That's the only one way to be. I fuck with you.
Hey, now I know you're not with Top Rank, man. Hey, get your people to talk to my people, man.
Hey man, that's what we can do. Who is your people though?
I'm my people.
You run your whole situation.
I'm my people. Me and my promoter Bobby Hisman, we together, man. We make decisions together.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Bobby Hisman.
We make decisions together. Me and my promoter, man. Hey, SchuZ got my cell phone number.
Want me to send you guys the number real quick so you guys can talk with each other?
SchuZ got my cell phone number, baby. It don't get no more direct than that.
That's real. I'm the one that told him to hit me up. He said some dude was trying to hit me up, saying he wanted a potential fight. I didn't really. I knew who you was, but I didn't know you by name. I was like, who is this dude? So I looked you up and said, oh, okay. I didn't know you want to smoke. I ain't seen no comments.
I ain't gonna Twitter. I ain't gonna social media troll.
Huh?
I ain't gonna troll on no social media, man. Okay, I don't do that. I did one nigga like that, and I still ain't get to fight, man. I've been trolling that nigga for a year, man.
That's how that be. But this one can be in the making.
Yeah. I mean, 15-0 look good under your belt, man.
All right.
What you is now? I ain't checked in a minute.
How much I weigh?
No, I said, what's your record is now? I ain't checked in a minute.
18-1. I'm like,
that's gonna look good under my belt.
It's gonna look good under your shit, right? I know, right?
18-2 gonna feel. 18-2 don't sound too bad though either, man.
I love his confidence. Just remember what you said though, man. You said no holding, just punches.
No. I don't even do no holding, man. Watch some film, man. I'm too slick in the pocket to be holding, man.
Okay.
I'm James Tony in the pocket.
James Tony in the pocket.
Yeah, man, I'm him.
Damn, all right.
That's that big clumsy motherfucker falling out the ring and shit, man.
Let me see, man. I mean, I see your I kind of looked at your resume a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I got it's some decent. It's all right.
Okay, I just want to see, like, you know, if you really fought some people that was gonna fight you back, because you know these dudes be getting scared. We 6'6", we big.
I had to happen. Early on, it happened.
This might be the first one. This might be the first one that you ever fight where a nigga wasn't scared of you. You might get your ass bust.
I don't know, man. I got an Olympian under my belt, Devin Vargas.
Let me see.
I got Richard Larte who fought Daniel Dubois. He ain't back down from him. I got him under my belt.
Yo. You got Jamal Woods. That's a big fight.
I got Jamal, and he don't play about nothing.
That real nigga shit. Okay, so you
You don't
nice.
play
Hey,
about nothing. You
I,
know what I'm saying? I got some
I
names.
with you.
I'm not, but look, I'm ready for a real name. I'm ready for Brandon Moore.
Oh, you ready
That's a
for
good
Daddy
name.
B? You ready for Daddy
Yeah,
B? I
yeah, yeah.
got
I'm ready
you.
for a name like that. I'm
I got
ready for a name
you.
that been on
Hey,
TV.
I promise, I'm gonna get you paid.
Oh, hey man, I'm all right, but I
Come
want the
on,
smoke.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, smoke first, money second.
I feel you, baby. I feel you.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Hey, so shoot, hey man, put the I gotta get up out of here, but put the connection together, shoot,
All right,
and
I
we're gonna
got
see what
y'all.
we can do.
Let me.
Much
I'll
respect,
send you.
man.
I'll send you guys each other's contact real quick.
Hey man, much respect, homie.
Yes, sir.
All right, talk to y'all later, man. See you, Tay.
All right. Dang.
All right. Well, Brandon, there you have it. Potentially, could that possibly be the next big fight you have this year? Then.
Oh, I might need to get him. I might need to get him on the list.
All right. Yeah, I'll send you guys each other's contact real quick.
For sure.
But before we do that, I'll wrap up real quick with you guys, with this one real quick, Brandon. So I have one final question though for you. It's the question I do like wrapping up every single. I just sent yourself my contact, my bad. But wrap up last contact I want to get into. Question I want to get into. Wrap this up. You talk about your legacy. I know you still got a long way to go in this boxing career, in this journey. But when that day does come, you decide to wrap up your boxing career. What is it that you want to be remembered for what you have accomplished both inside and outside of that ring?
That as a black man in the United States of America, I made a way out of no way. And you can do it. Like that, bro, you just can't let these little minuscule obstacles stop you from doing the things that you want to do, bro. Like from the outside world looking in, they wanted me to be, I was an accountant, I was a flight attendant. It seemed like I was living the dream, but I wanted more for myself. And I went out there and I chose the hardest thing to do. And I chose to be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to be known for. I want to be known for taking the risk and, and backing myself. And like, bro, like nobody backs me. I do this all myself. And that's what I want them to know me about. I want them to know me as a go-getter. I went hard the whole time.
I love that. Well, Brandon, I appreciate you for taking time to come on in, man. I cannot wait to see what God's got next for you, man.
Definitely, bro. Thank you, bro. And it was great being on the show. If you didn't see it, you know who did it, baby.
Absolutely. I was welcome on, man. God bless.
All right, same. All right.